everybody. Welcome to Purple Eagles Insider, the show that gives you the inside scoop on everything Niagara athletics. I'm your host, Courtney Corbetta. Well, our Purple Eagles have been very busy the past week. Last week in Purple Eagles action, the hockey team played at RPI on Friday. The game ended in a 3-3 tie. The Purple Eagles took on Union College on Saturday and were defeated 5-2. Volleyball defeated St. Peter's in straight sets on Saturday and fell to Ryder 3-0 on Sunday. The men's soccer team lost a tough match to Iona 3-1 on Saturday. The Purple Eagles played at Marist on Wednesday. The women's soccer team was also defeated by Iona, falling to the Gals 2-1 on Saturday. The Purple Eagles hosted Marist on Wednesday for their last game of the season. The men's swimming and diving team was defeated in its meet with Binghamton. The women's swimming and diving team was also defeated by Binghamton, but earned an exciting 209-85 win over Siena. The women's golf team closed out its fall season at the Lehigh Invitational on Sunday and Monday. The Purple Eagles finished in 8th place. The men and women's tennis teams both competed in the USTA-ITA Regionals Thursday through Saturday. Hey everybody, I'm here with Coach Vilis Ozols of the women's volleyball team here at Niagara. Coach Ozols, welcome. This is your second appearance on the Purple Eagle Insider. How do you feel?
I feel special. Thanks for having me, Courtney.
We're excited to have you back. Your team is currently 7-4 in conference play, which is your best start in the MAC since 2012. So that's a really great thing.
Yeah, it's exciting, and it's nice to have a few wins under our belt. So yeah, the kids are in a good place right now.
What would you say is different about this year's team?
You know, it's there's a couple things that are different. You know, I think the chemistry is really good. So not only are we winning, but the players are really enjoying the process, which I think is really fun. We've got a really nice mix of veterans as well as freshmen and youngsters and newcomers. So that's been really fun as well. And then from a talent standpoint, we have different strengths, so we can beat teams in different ways, and so you never know which strength is going to be the one that makes the difference. So that's been different as well, and it's been nice to have those extra weapons.
This weekend, big weekend, 5-game homestand. Who will you be playing, and what do you expect?
Well, we play, we'll basically play all the top teams coming up that are right in the thick of it with us. So this weekend we play Marist, who we are tied with. And then we'll play Siena, who is directly behind us. So it'll be a 1 or 2 game swing one way or the other, depending on what the result is. So yeah, definitely interesting. And I wish I had a crystal ball so I knew how it would end up, but it'll be exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of Halloween, your crystal ball, it is a big weekend for you. What have you girls been working on?
You know, we've been working on probably just attention to detail more than anything. I feel like when we're good, we're really good, but it's a matter of how well are we executing. So this week they've been practicing really hard, both from an offensive and defensive standpoint, and just really working on the details.
Next Wednesday is another big game, Battle of the Bridge against good old Canisius.
Yeah, always a fun one. It's nice that we have the first one that we'd already won it down there, and it's really nice going into the second game against Canisius in the home and away series where you've already won the first one. It was a really well-attended game, really fun game to play. I think the players really enjoyed it, and we're hoping that we can bring it as well as we did when we were down there.
How important is this game for you to win?
You know, I think it's important in a couple of ways. You know, one is obviously it's the rivalry game, and so I think everyone loves to have those bragging rights at the end of the year, but with as tightly bunched as the playoff picture is, every win is critical, and so I think it just adds extra importance when your rival game is also a must-win game if you want to be in the playoffs, and that's the way it's come down the last couple seasons. So I anticipate it'll be very similar this year.
All right, well, I'm excited. I'm hoping for a win.
Well,
so we'll be excited to watch you, especially for this weekend and then next Wednesday. Thank you, Coach Ozols, for joining us again. Hopefully we'll have you on for a third time in the next upcoming weeks. Thanks for joining us again on Purple Eagles Insider. Next, I'd like to welcome Kayla Murphy of the women's cross country team. She's a senior this year on the team. Welcome, Kayla. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. How does it feel to be a senior on the team this year? Time flies.
It's crazy. It really is. It feels like I just got here and now I'm almost done with my senior year cross country. It's crazy.
Do you find any differences on this year's team from teams that you've been on in the past?
You know, I think we're really focused this year. I think everyone came in doing their summer training, which is something we've struggled with. So I think we're all more prepared this year for our conference meet than ever before.
You finished 8th overall at the Little 3 Championship. That's a big accomplishment.
Right, yeah, it's definitely not been the ideal senior year cross-country season, but I definitely can't take away from anything else that I've done. And even though Max might be a little more challenging for me, I definitely have had some success along the way.
What have you been working on throughout the season?
You know, this is going to be a flat course this weekend, so we've been doing a lot of speed stuff to kind of get ready for that. Less hills, more focus on sharpening our speed. So I definitely think we'll be ready for a fast race.
Talk about this weekend. You are traveling all the way to sunny Florida, Walt Disney World.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Definitely, the whole team is extremely excited.
Oh, yeah, just to get out of this chilly weather. And you will be running in the warm weather, so how are you going to adjust to the temperature change?
Right, some people are more affected with the warm weather than others, but it's also been a fairly warm fall, so I think we have had some preparation for that. Even though it's gotten colder now, I think we should be okay.
What do you expect from your team this weekend?
You know, we've been training really, really hard, and I think everyone's going to PR. It's a flat course, it's going to be a fast course, and I think we're going to have some good races all around.
All right, Kayla, thank you so much. Have a wonderful trip. Safe flight down to sunny Florida, and thank you for joining us on Purple Eagles Insider. Next, we would like to welcome Johnny Curran of the men's NU hockey team. Johnny, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, very well. You are a sophomore on the team, but you're from Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Yes.
What is it like playing so close to home?
Oh, it's awesome. On the weekends, I sneak home a lot, but during the year, I try to stay with Tykes at home in Lewiston, but it's definitely nice being close to home. The family gets to watch all the games, so it's very, very special.
Very nice. Let's talk about your road trip that you just came back from. Very long road trip, but I understand that you were very successful individually. Tell me about it.
Oh, individually, you can't really say that. I had a pretty strong line this weekend with Darian Plouffe and Ryan Kuhn. They were doing a lot of the work, so I just got the benefits from it.
Did you score any goals?
Yeah, I got 2, but the one, Darian made a great play, did a cross ice pass to me, and then the second one, Cooner was making it tough for the other team to make some plays, and the other team actually made me a pretty nice pass to put the second one away.
Hey, very nice. Can't complain, right?
Exactly.
So you came to the team during the holiday season last year.
Yep.
Christmas will be here before you know it, so you'll be here a year.
Yep.
How is it going so far? What do you expect the rest of the season?
Oh, I'm really enjoying it. Last year I kind of tried to stay back a bit and just kind of see how the team operates and how the guys get along so well. This year I've been, I think, a little more involved with the guys, and it's definitely going well. I think we got a good start so far, and it's looking like a good year.
You mentioned that you were on a line with 2 of the players. Who were they again?
Darian Plouffe and Ryan Kuhn.
Okay, so going into this weekend, you'll be on that same line. What was the chemistry like this past weekend?
Oh, I think we went into it. We wanted to make something special of it. We were actually talking at lunch earlier before the 2 games and saying that if we got a shot together, we'd definitely want to make something happen. And then we walked into the rink that night and we were together. So it was, we just want to make it count.
Although this weekend is Halloween weekend,
Yes,
it's also a big weekend for you and your team. You'll be playing Ohio State.
Yes.
What do you expect?
Honestly, I don't know. When I think of Ohio State, I think of the football team. So I'm expecting the guys to be pretty big, but it's definitely a special thing to have an out-of-conference game in your home rink. So we're hoping to have a big crowd on Friday and deliver something special for them.
Just coming from practice, and thank you for joining us again today. I know you came right off the ice.
Yeah.
What are some things that your team has been working on?
Definitely, I think how we're playing off of the puck. With the puck this year, I think we have a different crew and we're making some pretty good plays, but this year we're definitely trying to see what we're doing away from the puck since you spend most of the game without it.
All right, well, good luck this weekend. I'm sure you will have a very big crowd, a crowd with a lot of Halloween costumes.
I hope so, yeah.
So don't get too scared while you're out on the ice.
For sure.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Again, this is Johnny Curran with us in studio. Thanks for joining us on Purple Eagles Insider. It's Halloween weekend, but there are plenty of chances to catch your Purple Eagles in action. This week, the hockey team hosts the nationally ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. The teams will face off on both Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. in Dwyer Arena. The volleyball team returns to its home court this weekend, hosting Marist on Saturday at 2 and Siena on Sunday at 1. The Purple Eagles will host Canisius on Wednesday at 6 for the final match in their Battle of the Bridge series. The men and women's cross-country teams will compete in the MAC championships on Saturday. The men begin at 8 a.m. and the women at 9. Men's soccer hosts conference opponent Manhattan on Saturday at 1 p.m. But on Wednesday, they host Canisius for senior night. The Battle of the Bridge match begins at 7 p.m. Finally, the women's swimming and diving team will head to Ohio for a meet with Youngstown State Friday at 5. For more information on how you can keep up with all of the Purple Eagles action this upcoming week, make sure to visit purpleeagles.com. For Purple Eagles Insider, I'm Courtney Corbetta. See you next week.